Hello, good evening, and welcome to Gamedec, where I will be playing as a private detective, PI, who investigates crimes and such things that occur in full immersion VR games in a cyberpunk future. Today I will be starting a new case, I believe. Last week I solved my very first case in the game, and I got a new one in a game called Harvest Time. I don't actually know what my case is, just the game that it's in, but they hired me and sent a down payment, so I'm going. So, let's get right into the game. Alright, I am still in my apartment, and I don't remember whether or not I've read this blurb before, so I'm going to. The roof of the Undercity is one of my favorite spots. Even though I'm standing on one of the lowest walkways in Warsaw City, I feel like I'm on top of a mountain. Below me is a 150-meter-long gaping abyss stretching over the seemingly endless ruins of old Warsaw. A ground cleaners company Cyclops chugs away in the distance, clearing rubble from old blocks of apartments. If you look hard enough, you'll notice bonfires made by savages amongst the dust and fog. I can hear the humming of a nearby MCC beacon standing guard and watching over me. Yes, the ROU is definitely one of my favorite spots. Blog, The Dark Side of the Megapolis, Alfredus 55. And here I am in my apartment, and I will admit that over the previous... In my last session of Gamedec, I'm afraid that there was a bit of a technological bobble, and my mic was not actually transmitting for the entirety of the recording. I have fixed that now, so I should be completely audible. And I also managed to remember that I had promised to return to Twisted and Perverted after my case was done to talk with I hesitate to call him a gentleman, talk with a man there. So, I think I might do that first before checking in on my case. Games Void Stars, games Twisted and Perverted, or Return. Twisted and Perverted? I received some advertisements. Open discount on skins, open new blades, open what's next. Oh, what's next? Hello, killer. You've visited the exclusive Actors Avenue. You should know that our game has hundreds of locations just as exciting. Stop by Prostitute Lane. Visit the Square of Pimps. Immerse yourself in the murk. It seems you've yet to drive any of our cars. Meaning you've yet to wreak havoc on Death's highways that run between districts. Do it, embrace your inner savage, and visit us again. Well, okay. Void Stars was the game that, I think that was the game that the gamer that I met and who, frankly, helped me a lot near the end by crashing a car into my scene. I think that was the game that he was playing. So what about Void Stars? I earned in several games, but was recently focused on one, Void Stars. Still in development, even though it had already been released. Ah, early access. It was supposed to be bigger than all previous space simulations, though that was hard to imagine. I'd already bought a few ships, I just couldn't help myself. They were damn expensive, but what the hell, I loved looking at my fleet. Buy a new ship, read the news, browse your fleet. Oh yes, browse my fleet. I entered the hangar. Where was the spawn all ships option? I found and selected it. What a beautiful view, starting from the lightest vessels, Flyrock, an interceptor spacecraft, Slidehawk, an assault unit. Orca, an infantry-carrying dropship, the gunship Giant, and the two jewels in the crown, Corsair, a big exploration ship, And Skywalk, a merchant vessel, as solid as it was bulky. Beauties, all of them. The Vulture X would really make this collection shine. Read the news? Welcome to the Void. We know you want to play, and so do we. Unfortunately, we are carrying out a maintenance check so we can constantly improve. We'll be back soon. Too bad. I could have done with some flying. Alright. Back. Well, I guess I can't go into Twisted and Perverted right now. So I guess I'll have to go do my jobs. I was going to play. Oh well. Alright, I don't know if that was important, but I'm going to save it anyway. Alright, on to the couch. A virtual couch made by Surfer Industries. Not one of their newest models, but it was still reliable. At least I thought it was. A poet would call it a gateway to the sensory worlds. To me, it was just a tool of my trade. Look at the helmet, check fluid level, log into harvest time, check couch log, leave. Check the log. July 17th, 2199, 3:30 p.m. My last session took... The couch showed an error message and a suggestion to restore default settings. Maybe Surfer Industries couches weren't as reliable as I thought. Why are things in my apartment getting reset? Glacier. The couch reset to its default settings, which means its logs were deleted. It was time to consider trading it in for a newer model. This has opened up a new option of Glacier Report Defect, which I am absolutely gonna do. The couch reverting to its default settings was alarming. My health depended on it working. Someone needed to take a look at it. Fortunately, every couch had a sensor. Technical assistance required. I just needed to touch it and confirm. It read, "Thank you for your report. We will get back to you within a few days." Alright. Let's check the fluid level. Fluid levels were low. I still had a few tanks left, but it's always good to have reserves. Alright. Order infusion fluid or not now? Order. Done. The delivery drone would be here in a few hours. Alright, continue checking the equipment. We don't want anything to go wrong while we're away from ourselves. Look at the helmet. It was starting to fall apart. I needed to replace it. Damn it, such important gear wouldn't come cheap. I couldn't afford it at the moment. I needed a few jobs first, or one big job that paid well. Okay, I had checked everything. Alright, time to log in. Log in to harvest time. Here we go. What on earth am I supposed to be investigating in this? Alright. Devitalization is a process generated by a player's helmet. It is responsible for activating a game pill. It is similar to the natural process of falling asleep generated by the pawns. It entails disconnecting the brain's motor and sensory centers from the rest of the real body. Thanks to this, a player can move the limbs of their character in Virtualia and receive digital sensory stimuli, and at the same time lie still on a couch and feel no real stimuli. The only muscles that are not devitalized are the oculomotor muscles. Blah. Exactly the same exception occurs during sleep. This phenomenon can be observed in the REM, Rapid Eye Movement, sleep phase. Multisensory Encyclopedia, edition 33. Harvest Time HUD. The Harvest Time HUD shows your farm level, the amount of gold coins and chests you've collected, the active boost timer, and whether you own a gun. Okay. Find Stanley in harvest time. Howdy, welcome to High Rock. Are you Stanley? I doubt it. But is there anything over here to look at? No. I stick out like a sore thumb here. Are you Stanley?
Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome to High Rock, the most beautiful town in the Wild West.
Oh boy, Handy Joe. Name's Handy Joe. I'm a help bot, but don't go telling anyone, and I'll answer all your questions, as long as you give me a yee-haw. Let out a yee-haw. Don't yee-haw after all. Sleeves, stare the bot down. What the? Well, I don't have sleeves, so I can't stare down the bot, so, let's yee-ar-haw. I took a deep breath and let out an enthusiastic bellow. Yee-haw! That's the spirit. That's music to my ears, cowgirl. What can I do for you? Ask about Stanley. Ask about places of interest. Ask about game rules. Leave. Oh yes, let's start with the game rules. What's the general premise of harvest time? I didn't hear a yee-haw, cowgirl. Don't yee-haw, let out a yee-haw. Oh, must I? Okay, fine. Answer my darn question. I will yee-haw for you. That there just gave me shivers from spurs to hat. Now I'll answer your question elated like a diving vulture. Oh. Harvest Time is a free-to-play game. Improve your farm, work the field, breed animals, and get coins and unique treasures from crates. The crates are in fact loot boxes, but you didn't hear that from me. As a newbie, you get a trial farm that you can improve up to level 8. Yee-haw! Once the trial period is over, you can buy a premium account. That's when the fun starts. Yee-haw! Alright, let's ask about places of interest. Are there any interesting sights around here? Nah, cowgirl, this game's boring as beans. Yee-haw, gotcha, eh? Explore all the sights and smells and feel alive. Ask where the guild house is. Ask where the saloon is. Ask about the bank. Ask where the public farms are. Ask about something else. Ask where the saloon is? Where can I find the saloon? You see that cherry blossom colored establishment across the road with the huge sign that says saloon? Yep, that's it.
What
Yeehaw.
a lovely day.
Thank you, person. Ask for more directions. Ask which way the public farms are? Where can I find the public farms? I can set you up with a locator that you get there. Ask, want one? Refuse, ask for locator. Sure. Yes, please. Follow the arrow. Good luck. Directions.
Have a nice day, farmer.
Ask about the bank. Where can I find the bank? It's the building just past my station. It's very close by. Alright, where's the guild house? Where can I find the guild house? Want a locator? It'll get you there. No, I'm already pointing at the farms. I'll be fine. I refuse that indicator. No, thank you. In the west part of High Rock, there's a large poplar leaf-colored building. Yeehaw! The sign says Guild House. It's there. Sure. Ask about Stanley? I'm looking for a guy named Stanley. Know where I can find him? Oh, searching, tracking, fascinating. Alas, I can't give you this information. You're not on this honest farmer's friend list. Tough luck. Take a gander at them notice boards. Folks write all sorts of things on them. So if you're looking for something, maybe look there? You'll find one right there next to the broken stagecoach. Yeehaw! Oh. I'm going now. It's enough chit-chat for now, Joe.
Have a nice day, farmer.
Grand. Holler if you need me. I'll answer all your questions, except for the one about the meaning of life, of course. Yeehaw. What? Wait. Before you ride off into the sunset, meet our lovely game guide. Here's Wild Poppy.
Yee-haw! You've just inherited a grand piece of land.
Howdy, Cowgirl. Did you hear? You inherited a piece of land from your uncle,
Want to see my farm? I got the premium decoration pack.
Oh no, I can't pronounce that last name. My Uncle Tadek. So you'll have the chance to taste a rancher's life. Your uncle dreamed you would become the best farmer ever. You react enthusiastically, roll your eyes. I'ma roll my eyes, 'cause that's what I'm doing in real life. What original setting for a story. The first games of the 20th century had similar ones. Kudos. Exactly. Do you want to go to your farm now to start your adventure of a lifetime? Teleport to the farm? Don't teleport. Nope, I need to find Stanley. I do not want to teleport. No, thank you. I'll be waiting with anticipation for your arrival. On your ranch! Get gone, girl, get gone. Goodbye, farewell. Notice board? Our work could be fancier. On the board you'll find your answer. The loot we farm is always dank. Check the board by the bank. The writing on the board looked like what you'd see in the game of paper chase. This had to be a clue. I realized I should look for the next one. Board by the bank? Okay.
Enjoying the game?
Bang bang, we're robbing a bank. Gravedigger has your boon, or it may just be by the saloon. I had found another clue, but the nursery rhymes and misspellings, it all seems so puerile. Who wrote this? Saloon? To the cow pen you should roam. On the board you'll see a swarm of clues. Someone's went through a lot of trouble with these clues. Cow pen. Oh, cow pen. Tripping, sewing, and picking. Looting makes your head start tweaking. Climb the ladder straight to heaven just to crash before 11. I hoped they weren't trolling me. Climb? Someone could actually be bothered to climb ladders in this game? The ladder was propped against the roof. Someone had carved climb on one of the rungs. Alright, going up. Climb? I couldn't think of a reason not to. I was curious about the view from the top. Interesting. Plank? The plank had the word jump engraved on it. Just a casual stroll over a chasm. Or maybe it meant a leap of faith? There were no haystacks in sight down below. Leave that alone. Keep quiet or you'll startle the birdies. I'ma save. And I want to talk to this guy, I think.
Hi, I'm Professor Locke. No birds around.
Hi, Professor Locke. Hello, why did you say that? That's my name. I mean, my last name, Locke. And I'm a professor, ornithologist, a virtual one. I observe the fowl of harvest time. Ask about the lack of birds, or leave? Ask about the lack of birds. I haven't been here long, but you're right. No birds here. Fascinating, isn't it? No birds during the day, no birds at night. I've confirmed it after weeks of observation. Oh boy, somebody has a lot of time on their hands. Ask about bird watching. Ask if he's seen anyone on the roof. Ask about the lack of birds in the game, or leave. Let's ask about bird watching. I just want to make sure, even though there aren't any birds in the game, you're watching them? Yes, I have documented 101 species. More and more disappeared with each subsequent patch. Poor birdies. I see that you're interested in birds. Would you like to watch them with me? Agree or refuse and leave. Sure, let's watch some birds. I would, but I don't have any binoculars. Patience and a keen eye. Those are the weapons of an ornithologist. I assure you, it's much more interesting than growing damn pumpkins. What do you say? Pretty fun, huh? Agree or deny? You know what? Agree. It's very relaxing. A birdie could fly by any second. It's so exciting. Okay, ask about the lack of birds in the game. Do you know why there aren't any birds in harvest time? A splendid question. Nobody knows. I wrote about it on messaging boards, asked the admins, but there seems to be no clear answer. Some say it's a bug the devs don't want to fix. Others say they deleted them on purpose in order to get smoother animations. Simulating bird behavior was too resource-consuming? It doesn't make sense, right? It's the end of the 22nd century. It's unthinkable. Ask if he's seen anyone on the roof. Watch the birds some more. Ask if he's seen anyone. Have you seen anyone here on the roof? Oh yes, a farmer was here not long ago. He was trying to destroy a gate. I told him to stop making noise because he was scaring the birds. Destroy a gate? Well, thank you for your time. That was interesting. I could jump off the roof by using the plank, but I don't know that I really want to. But I must admit to being very curious. I didn't know what could come from jumping down a well in harvest time. Well. I'm going to save that for later. I think I'd like to find my client first. This was a climb down. Alright, climb down. Okay. I'm going to try... Oh, wait. Farmer by the stairs. Okay. You need to be authorized to access the upstairs area, partner. Okay. Saloon. The saloon was open, but the entrance was blocked by an energy barrier. A system message appeared. Players have to be at least level 15 to access the saloon. Okay, I guess I'm not going to the saloon. What do we have over here? I'm all out of rhymes. Jump down a well, you're in for some good times. Express amusement, express annoyance. Amusement? My client made sure I wouldn't get bored. I got an achievement called So You Like to Read? Stanley. Fruity Hilda.
Hello. What a nice day.
The girl smiled when she saw me. Hello, what a nice day. Leave, ask what she sells. What do you sell? What do you sell? Nothing at the moment. My trade channel is closed. I'm getting ready to take on the town profession of a merchant. Currently, I'm practicing slogans. Alright, thank you. Bye. Enjoy the game, partner. Fruity Betty.
Howdy. Isn't it a beautiful day? The only thing that could make it better is some shopping.
The stallkeeper waved at me in a
Have it to
friendly
your
manner
friends, partner.
and gestured towards her wares. Howdy, isn't it a beautiful day? The only thing that could make it better is some shopping. Ask about the fruit, ask about Stanley. Fruit? I see you have a lot of goodies. Does it all come from your farm? I haven't grown anything myself in a while. I buy it all off other players or from the game's warehouse, which is available only to merchants. Can you make a living off selling crops in a game based on farming? Why would anyone buy stuff from you when they can grow it themselves? You can't grow everything from the start, and my fruit will get you seeds that will develop your ranch
Enjoying
faster.
the game?
Just try them. They're delicious. Besides, I have access to the RMAH auctions. That's where I sell rare items from loot boxes. That's where the real money is. Buy some fruit. Ask about Stanley. Ask about Stanley? I'm looking for a player named Stanley. Do you know him? I do. He's one of the farmers that works on public farms. He's been running around like a nut job all day from one board to another. The last time I saw him, he was by the well right around the corner. Well, thank you. I'm a go.
I need to log out, but there is so much to do.
Okay, so... If a catfish is your friend, make a splash from end to end, cross
Hey,
the market like
you
a
wanna join
mule,
the gang
and
for
look
the
for
Pumpkin
anything that's
King raid?
cool. Like an eagle through the air, fly to places no men dare, yellow flowers will put you on track, and I'll see you in a shack. Another clue. He wants me to jump down a well. I'm getting that full impression. Rusty Ed? The old man was napping on a barrel. Sleeves, kick the barrel to knock him off, wake the old man, check the player's activity, leave. Check his activity. I opened my deck and checked if the player was active. Yes, he was in the game and he was sleeping soundly.
Sunset deals are the best part of the game.
Wake him up? I tried to wake him in different ways that didn't involve physical contact, but to no avail. He kept sleeping.
I need to log out, but there is so
All
much
right.
to do.
All right. I guess jump down the well? Tripping, sewing, and picking. Looting makes your head start tweaking. Clawing the ladder straight to heaven just to crash before 11. Yeah, that's... NLSD. Could drugs have been the inspiration for these sublime rhymes? I cursed. Where was that ladder? Alright. Alright, climb. We're going to do something foolish. We're going to jump ourselves off a roof. I'm going to save and jump myself off a roof. I didn't know what could come from jumping down a well in harvest time, but I'm going to do it. Yeehaw. You only live once. Oh my. I found myself in a graveyard. It made me wonder whether I'd actually died in harvest time. I didn't think it was possible. Interesting. Very interesting. Game code. The area looked like a fragment of some old seasonal event. These kind of attractions were designed to extract money from players. The location was surrounded by a barrier closing off the playable area. It should be inaccessible, but the code wasn't perfect. Check players' activity or glazier and analyze the game code. Oh yes, let's analyze that code. The game code showed some leftovers from the Pumpkins and Ghosts event. The main prize for completing the event was a ghost skin. Check player activity. The activity log showed that other than me, there was a player with a freemium account logged in here. It was Farmer Stanley, my client. Okay. Tombstone? Those candles had been lit recently, unless there was no such thing as candle burnout in harvest time. But since it was a free-to-play game... Gathered info. Stanley, are you there? My voice echoed off the tombstones. The only response I got was dead silence. I should have expected as much. I saw motion. A human silhouette emerged from behind a tombstone. Hello, lady? Say hello. Take a closer look at the avatar. Scan the player. Take a closer look at the avatar? I'd seen this model before. It was one of this game's basic avatars, just in orange tones. The player picked a default name, Farmer Stanley. Was it a lack of imagination, laziness, or cautiousness? It's me, Stanley, I mean. We can talk safely here. It's nice that you took the job. Ask about precautions. Talk about your payment. Ask about the others. Talk about the job. Sensory celebrity, impress Stanley. Or scan the player. Ask about precautions. I can see you want to keep things low-key. First the hide and seek, now this odd place, your avatar. Stanley stayed silent. He looked like he didn't understand what I had said. What are you afraid of? I can't talk to anyone. The bosses get mad if we don't do our daily work, and they ban chat. All we do is farm. It's all about loot boxes. But it's cool. They won't find us here. Few players know about the graveyard exploit. He looked around nervously. For a moment he gazed at the door of a nearby shrine. He faltered ever so slightly, but regained his balance and pinned his eyes on me. Ask what's troubling him? Return to the conversation. No, ask what's troubling him. You seem tense. What's wrong? Oh, nothing. Sorry, I thought I heard something. So, what should we talk about? Have him tell you about himself, ask about the others, talk about the job, talk about your payment. Sorry, talking about my payment now. Let's talk about my fee. Oh, what? Oh, the dough? Right. I was going to ask if it's enough. The advance was enough. The pay rate was low, but acceptable. Say it's enough, suggest a bigger amount, demand more. It's enough. That will do, Stanley. Don't worry. Phew, that's good. We'd already talked about the money. Good. Stanley sighed. He looked tired. Have him tell me about himself. Can you tell me a bit about yourself? I'd like to know who I'm working for. I'd rather not talk about myself too much. You know, it's a matter of security and trust. Infotainer, earn his trust. Scalpel, earn his trust. Sleeves, force trust, or don't push him. Let's infotain it out of him. Infotainer trustworthiness. I'm not just a game deck. I'm also a net personality that has to maintain their reputation. You can trust me. Okay, but I don't know what to say. I like games, but now I only play Harvest. My boss is a pain in the ass, so I work hard to bring in money. Once I got the enigmatic spear dropped from the loot box. Ultra. My friends say I'm lucky with the rolls. And I like a girl from the organization, but I don't talk to her because I'm too shy. Stanley sighed deeply. Oh man, I didn't realize there would be so much talking. Sit down, please. Sit on a tombstone. Remain standing. Sure, let's sit. I didn't feel tired, but I sat to be polite. Ask about the loot boxes. Talk about the job. Ask about the loot boxes. Those loot boxes you mentioned, can you make money on them? Ha! If the gods of RNG smile on you, you can roll some rad items and throw them on RMAH for real dough. Stanley's lingo was a mix of low city dialect and gaming jargon. What he meant was artifacts from loot boxes could be sold in legal auctions. Can I tell you now why we hired you? Okay, tell me, why do you need a game deck? So we need help. Me and my friends from the group. We get disconnected a lot, especially lately. Weird. It was a job for IT, not a game deck. You get disconnected from the game? It could be software, or hardware, or the connection. No, that's not it. All those things are good, for sure. We just get kicked out of the game and all this progress gets thrown away. Forced logouts were rare and usually caused by software issues, either in the game or in the computer controlling the player's couch. The cause would be displayed in the logs, and the player had access to that data. Ask for logs from his computer. Ask about specs. Ask for the logs. The computer your couch is hooked up to must have reported the cause of those logouts. Did you keep those logs? Can you share them with me? I don't know how. I don't really know much about it. The technical knowledge of players was often limited to turning on the equipment and launching the game. You know what? I could come over and check what you play on, take a look at the software. That's not possible. Please, GameDec, find another way, okay? Stanley froze suddenly. He looked still as a frame. Ignore it? Ask if he's okay. Ask if he's okay. Stanley, are you okay? I checked the game log. He was still logged in. He hadn't been disconnected. Ugh, there's a small problem. My boss noticed I'm not where I'm supposed to be. He's looking for me. Ask about the boss. Ask if he's playing at work. I'm just gonna check out what my deduction... Okay, what is the main problem of my clients? Accidents in harvest time. Lately there have been accidents reported. People faint and are logged off. Okay, I need a lot more information. I need a massive amount more information. Ask if he's playing at work. Wait, are you playing from work right now? What? No, it's not like that, but I need to disconnect soon. I'll be brief. Continue about the job. Ask about his health. Ask about Stanley's organization. Continue about the job. So you want me to find out why you get disconnected from the game. Is that it? Well, yeah, and it would be great if you could tell us why members of our group are so exhausted. Exhausted? In Relium or in the game as well? Both. It happens more often lately. Sometimes my legs are so shaky they creak. Even when I'm asleep, I dream I'm, tired. I'll try to find out what this problem of yours is. Past choices. Oh, fuck. The boss is going to check on me in Relium. I need to go. Others from the Orange Folk will help. They're on public farms. Oh, you can exit the graveyard through the shrine. Let's meet here later when you know something, okay? Stanley left the game and disappeared from the active players list. Investigate what's happening with the Orange Folk. Okay, well, I know what my job is now. If a collective is the one hiring me, they probably could have afforded to pay more. Oh well, I'm gonna save. I'm glad I continued asking about the job. Is there anything else of interest in here? guess not. I just kicked my desk. That hurts. That actually hurts. Okay, I'm still trying to work my way towards Cracker here, which is not working well because I'm making a lot of creative decisions and not so many analytical ones. But I'm nearly there. I just need one more point in decisiveness and 3 more points in analyticalness. So I just need to be analytical and decisive. Alright, investigate. That was some nicely rendered stone texture. Who was buried here? Maybe that was where the ghosts came from? Take a closer look. Cheater, search the grave, or leave. Take a closer look. If the candles burned completely, some NPC would have to come here regularly to replace them. That's why in cheaper games, candles are eternal. Okay, I'll just go, because I didn't go up the cheater. Okay. Shrine door. Stanley said if I exited through the shrine, I would end up in town. Okay, back to town.
Welcome to harvest time. You've just inherited a grand piece of land.
Foxwine, this has to be a terrible oversight. You haven't been to your farm even once. Don't worry, though. That's why I'm here. So shall we? Sure. Let's do that so the game stops bothering me. All right? Teleport to the farm. Yes, teleport. Let's go. Yeehaw! Welcome to your farm. You'll see, soon this place will bustle with activity, but to make it happen, we need to start at the beginning. The pumpkins in your fields are ready for picking. Just tap them and a gold coin will appear. Collect the coins by tapping them, you know, with your finger, as you do with hovering windows. You can also just walk through the coins. Oh, lady. Okay, fine. I don't know what this is going to be useful for, but hopefully it will be useful for something. Okay, so there doesn't seem to be... I guess that was all the pumpkins. Alright.
Howdy.
Great job! Pumpkin growing can be quite profitable. Let's plant more. You leveled up! Yeehaw! I have a new task for you. Time to sow and reap some pumpkins. In order to sow those wonderful pumpkins, tap on the plot with a seedling. When the plant starts growing, a progress bar appears. Tap it once it reaches the red area to ensure your crops are perfectly ripe. I don't like this. That is intentionally difficult, isn't it?
Yeehaw!
Welcome.
You're attempting to interact with an inactive player.
What? Ask what to do or leave. Okay, what to do. You remind me what I should be doing now. Time to sow and reap some pumpkins. In order to sow these wonderful vegetables, tap on the plot with a seedling. Plant starts growing, progress bar appears. Alright, okay, so then harvest them. Oh, this is a real grindy game, isn't it?
Howdy.
Now you know how to sow and reap pumpkins. Excellent job. You leveled up. Yeehaw. I have a new task for you. Every now and then, golden pumpkins will grow on your plots. They're twice as valuable as regular pumpkins. Golden pumpkins quickly disappear, so make sure to pick them fast. Okay, so I'm getting the hang of how you're supposed to accelerate the growth on these things.
Yeehaw!
Golden pumpkin
You're
picked.
attempting to
Splendid.
interact with an inactive player.
You leveled up. I have a new task for you. Oh no. Alright, your next job is to find some treasure. What are you waiting for, Rancher? Get to work. Find some treasure where and how. Does it involve growing more pumpkins? Because I'm getting really tired of growing pumpkins. Do you tell me how to find treasure?
Can I help you, partner?
What to do? You remind me what I should be doing now. Right, your next job is to find some treasure. What are you waiting for, Rancher? Get to work. How? Oh. Okay. Now why can't I... Now I can't click on it again. Why is it so sensitive?
Welcome to harvest time.
You found a treasure chest. There's always something interesting inside, usually coins, but every now and then you can get a unique item. I can open that chest for you free of charge. Treasure chests contain coins or rare items. Let's see what this one is hiding. Alright, I'm opening it. It's a super harvest boost. This is not being scripted at all. Yeehaw! For 3 minutes, you'll earn double the coins. Get ready. The timer will start as soon as we finish talking. Ready? Set? You leveled up. Yeehaw. Achievement. Pumpkin Jack. I've unlocked new vanity items for you. You can use them to spruce up your ranch. You can also develop your farm now. After all, how long can you keep growing pumpkins, right? Do you know that pumpkins are actually berries? Anyway, I know growing pumpkins can get tedious, so how about we try something new? Here's your next task. Buy a strawberry field for 100 gold coins. Yeehaw! I see that you have the required amount of coins. Would you like to make the purchase? I guess? I'll take it. Oh, you have a new strawberry field. How cute. I love the smell of strawberries in the morning. You leveled up. I have a new task for you. Did you know that strawberries are a hybrid of 2 wild species? Here's your new task. Sow and reap these fruits. Yummy. I'm going to stop reading the yeehaws because, oh boy. Hey, rancher, get to work. Okay, super harvest. Yay. Oh boy, strawberries are slow. Strawberries are super slow. You know what? I'm just gonna get these. Ha ha ha! Efficiency. What is the farm task I'm supposed to be doing now? Also, why do I have to click on these multiple times before they'll work? Two boxes. Oh boy. Alright, now what do you have to say, Poppy?
Welcome to harvest time.
Now you know how to sow and reap strawberries. Strawberries take longer to grow than pumpkins, but they earn you more gold coins. Unfortunately, they don't spawn chests. You leveled up. I have a new task for you. No! You can't call yourself a cowgirl if you don't own a cow. We need to do something about that. Ready for your next job? Give me a moo and buy a pasture for 250 gold coins. I see that you have the required amount of coins. Would you like to make the purchase? I suppose. I'll take it. It's your new pasture, rancher. There are quite a lot of rocks in it, though. You'll need to do something about that. I have a new task for you. Hey, rancher, I see you're itching to begin your next task. Here it is. Collect 5 piles of rocks from the pasture. The sun is shining, so let's stop slacking. Time to roll up your sleeves and get cracking. I'm starting to hate you, Poppy. Alright. 1... 2... 3... Come on. 4... 5... Please, Poppy, please. I have a job, Poppy. I have a life, Poppy.
With an inactive player.
You cleared the rocks. Good job, cowgirl. I have a new task for you. I just got an achievement called It's Honest Work. I hate this. The cows in harvest time are real escape artists, you know? Your pasture definitely needs a fence. It will keep the animals from running away. Your next job is to buy a fence for your pasture for 500 gold coins. You don't have enough coins to develop your farm. Come back once you've gathered the required amount. Open a chest, ask what she has for sale, develop your farm, leave. Open chest? Can you open this chest I found? Of course, I'll do it right away, free of charge. Only one at a time, but you can keep bringing them to me. There's no limit. Let's see what's inside. You've received a rare chest with a unique item. It's a decorative item, the skull of a bison from Dead Canyon, an object of envy and desire of many farmers at High Rock. Open another chest. You get a pouch of gold coins. Come back when you get more chests. Develop the farm. Like to develop my farm. See the required amount of coins. Would you like to make the purchase? Buy it. You finally put up a fence around the pasture. In that case, we're ready to get some cows. Congratulations, you've reached your trial account level limit. Splendid. Now we have a place for a wonderful dairy cow. In that case, your next task is to purchase a beautiful cow for a mere 1,000 gold coins. You don't have enough coins to develop your farm. Come back once you've gathered the required amount. Ugh. Well, it's a very nice pasture, but, can we get back to my job? Leave the farm. Okay. Orange, orange. Orange, 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 orange. Let's have a look at the board. The good, the bad, and the ugly wanted for collecting loot boxes. Serious offers only. Random guy 26. Okay. Gates to public fields. Only holders of digital keys can pass. Take a closer look at the gate or leave. Take a closer look. The gates required me to have a digital key. I knew I could try to generate a matching program, but it was a long procedure. There was also the option of breaking it with the Gamedec's battering ram, but I risked drawing attention to myself. Generate a key code to the gates. Programmer, reprogram the gate's code. Cheater, destroy the gate with a crowbar. Or leave. I'm going to leave for now. I don't know that there's a reason to get in there as yet. All sorts of gates. Gates upon gates upon... What the... Wait a minute. Why isn't that one moving? The gates that lead to the public farm hummed quietly. Generate a key code, reprogram the gate's code. Leave. Reprogram. I reprogrammed the gates so that it would recognize me as one of the orange folk. The gate disappeared, and so did the others. Jack? Why aren't you moving, Jack? The farmer was practically standing still. His avatar's name was Sundance Jack. It was one of the default names suggested by the game. Introduce yourself, get his attention, leave. Get his attention. Hey buddy, are you in game? He didn't react. Shake him, don't touch him. Don't touch him. I decided not to touch him. Examine data packets. Programmer, analyze the source code. Introduce yourself, leave. Or Cracker, hack Jack. Examine data packets. I opened my deck and checked his activity. The data transfer was massive. This player was really busy. If you see someone who doesn't seem to be doing anything and their data packets are still going wild, then you know something is off. Analyze that source code. He wouldn't or couldn't talk to me. I accessed his source code. And I unlocked it. Now I should be able to communicate with him. Log out Jack, get visual data preview, examine Jack's signal, start a chat with Jack. Examine his signal. Freemium account. The signal goes to the cloud. You couldn't tell who freemium account users were in Relium. I couldn't use spyware. There were too many people around. That seems to have gotten me something in the deduction area? Players with freemium accounts. All of the orange folk use free and anonymous freemium accounts. Okay. Get visual data preview. My deck couldn't handle that task and displayed a symbolic representation. Pumpkins growing like crazy. Jack was using a speed boost. The pumpkins were probably growing at a normal pace for him, while the other players and I were moving extremely slowly. Oh. End preview. New clue. Alright, what's the new clue? Accelerated couches. The software side of my employer's helmets increased the speed of virtual time in the wearer's immediate surroundings. That makes their users able to harvest many times faster, increasing the chance of gaining loot boxes. Uh-huh. Let's chat with Jack. If he wouldn't or couldn't talk to me, maybe he could use text? I hooked up to his chat. Jack, I'm on your chat. I understand you don't want to talk to me, you don't have time, or you're afraid. Let me ask a few questions. Respond with yes or no. A 1 will stand for yes and a 0 for no, so there will be no trace of your testimony. One is yes. Okay. Are you suffering from any conditions in Relium? Do you get kicked out of the game sometimes? Are you using some kind of speed boost right now? Is the cowboy patrolling the farms watching you? Do you need help? Okay, I think the most important one is, do you need help? No. Is someone threatening you? Do you need anything? Do you need anything? 0. Is the cowboy patrolling the farms watching you? Yes. Okay, I just got an achievement for collector and I added something to the deduction. Okay, Big Brother. One of the workers is clearly overseeing the work of the others, keeping tabs on who they are talking with. Okay, this has actually unlocked things. Someone else is pulling the strings. The orange folk use cheats and exploits. That's why the system kicks them from the game. They're forced to collect loot boxes. The orange folk are either forced or manipulated into collecting and selling loot boxes. They're addicted to the game. The orange folk spend too much time in the game. They're losing control of reality. Their bodies and minds are paying the price. They abuse pharmacological substances. They suffer from side effects of pharmacological substances, stimulants, drugs, game pills, and the like. Now, going by the conversation that I had with Stanley, I can pretty much scratch this one. This one, they're addicted to the game, is not an option. So I scratched that one. That is not a possibility. Back to the questions. Do you want to leave the game? Are you playing because you have to? Okay, 1 was yes and 0 was no. Are you playing because you have to? Yes. Okay. Do you get kicked out of the game sometimes? Yes. Do you get kicked out because of exhaustion or fainting? Do you get kicked out because of hardware failures? Exhaustion or fainting? No. Wait. Yes and no. So, yes exhaustion, no fainting? Are you suffering from any conditions in Relium? Yes. Have you seen a doctor about it? Are you taking any medications for it? Are you taking any medications? Yes. Alright, are you using some kind of speed boost right now? Yes. Is the boost legal? Are you motionless to hide the speed boost? Do others use it too? Oh, most important one. Do others use it too? Yes. Alright. Thank you, Jack. Can I re-ask questions? Continue? No, I can't. I can't explore other avenues. I hope I asked the right questions. Data preview? Once again, I looked at the accelerated pumpkin growth. The deck still wasn't able to show what it looked like for him. Perhaps it assumed that if it showed that from Jack's point of view, the pumpkin growth was normal, then I wouldn't get it? The acceleration was only visible when there was another player around and Jack could see how slowly they were moving. I'm not going to log him out. I am going to end monitoring. Blazin' Dakota?
You're that Gamedec, right? Thank God you're here.
The girl looked extremely exhausted. And, oh, you're that Gamedec, right? Thank God you're here. She glanced at me, half awake. Tell me, please, what's going on with us? Is it serious? I'm working on it. I need to ask you a couple of questions. Go ahead, but I don't have much time. I need to work. Have her say something about herself. Ask why she plays. Ask about the orange folks' problem. Sensory surgeon diagnose her. Leave. Ask why she plays. Why do you play this game? I don't think it's for entertainment. It's my job. We even have a supervisor. He keeps an eye on our group. Ask about the group. Ask about the supervisor. Change the subject. Ask about the group. Tell me about your group. We're called the Orange Dream. We're about to play. We're able to play thanks to the foundation. What foundation? Oh, something is wrong. They gave us gaming gear, game pills, and medicine. We wouldn't normally be able to afford all this. It's so hot. I'm not sure how long I'm going to last. She said she was hot, but the weather was perfect. On a couch somewhere, her body should also have been kept at an optimal temperature. Have her say something about herself. Ask about the orange folks' problem. Have her say something about herself. Can you tell me something about yourself? Not much to talk about. I'm a regular Warsaw City girl. I live in the lower levels, and I mean lower. I lost my best friend recently. She was like a younger sister to me. Ask about her friend. Ask about her real address. Change the subject. Ask about her friend. What happened to her? Bitch betrayed us. Instead of chipping in for a game deck, Camellia spent the money on herself, delayed the whole plan. It almost fell apart. Now the rest of the group hates her and she's in hiding like a rat. Show understanding, keep listening. Understanding. It must be painful when someone so close decides to break off your relationship. I'm sorry. I got an analytical for that. I'm not anymore. It's her own fault, and she's not part of the group anymore. She looked as if she was losing touch with reality. Please, I still have work to do. But what about the group's problem, girl?
Okay, let's talk.
Alright. Ask about the orange folks' problem. Stanley asked me to find out what your problem is. He mentioned something about you getting disconnected. Yeah, it happens when we're really tired, but I'm not sure that's the source of the problem. The disconnects have become more frequent. I got disconnected a couple of times myself. I woke up in this cold, scary, empty space, like a virtual void you can't escape from. Gathered info. Sounded like the void Starlet got stuck in. I couldn't revitalize her and she fell into a coma. That could happen to the orange folk. The woman closed her eyes for a moment, then opened them and tried to shake off the tiredness. She went back to work. Alright, ask about her health problems. You don't look too well. Can you tell me about your health problems? Suddenly, the farmer lost balance. What the? Ack! Quickly! Dakota fell again! Damn it, third time this week. Something was wrong. She should have immediately logged out. I knew she could fall into a coma if her gear didn't start devitalization. Extract her data, don't intervene, have her do an emergency logout. Extract the data. I decided to use the fact that her avatar was exposed. I opened my deck and tried to access the logs of her couch, helmet, and soup. I was furious to realize it wasn't possible. The girl had a freemium account, which meant she was anonymous. Have her do an emergency logout. I turned on my deck and activated devitalization. I had no idea why her computer hadn't done that already, as it's standard procedure for unconscious players. I managed to log her out safely, but the system didn't allow me to save the game. What have you done? What have you done, lady? Please tell me that you saved her progress. Say that you saved her. Ask why it's so important. Why is it so important? So I didn't save her progress. Why is that so important? It's not dream space. She's not going to lose her spacecraft if she doesn't... Fucking hell, you have no idea what you've done. The cowboy in shiny boots spat out the blade of grass he was chewing. Stop whining, get back to work. He turned to me. And you, stop hanging around here. You're casting your shadow on the seed beds, and it stops the plants from growing. Fuck, she's been busting her ass for three days in a row, you hear me? 3 days, and she hasn't saved since yesterday. Now I'll have to work like a horse just to catch up on the progress you didn't save. Say that her health is more important. Reply ironically. Explain what you did. Explain what I did. Her couch was supposed to log her out, but it didn't. Her suit was overheating. I didn't want to risk it. Would you? That's your department, isn't it? I have my own job and I stick to it. We work fairly here. If somebody finds more, they give back to the less fortunate or save it for later. And when one of us faints, we have to finish their work. No rest for the wicked. Offer to help. Get back to the investigation. Back to the investigation. I don't like you. I did what I thought was right. I'll get back to my business now. Farewell. Fuck you and your farewell, you fucking... I hope a mole mistakes your ass for a mound. Charming man. Don't think I'll talk to him right away. What about you? Don't want to talk, Emmett says. What about you? Silly Sally. The farmer had a female skin that didn't stand out from the others working in this area. She manifested a kinetic hyperactivity. Most of her actions were pointless. Say hello. Sensory celebrity impress Sally. Sensory surgeon observe her. Say hello. Hello, I'm a Gamedec. Stanley said you could help me with my investigation. You know, it's about... Oh boy. Gamedec... something awesome. Oh wait, that's Gamedec. That's awesome. Okay, yes, I can read Leet. I have to think about it for a bit. It takes time. We're gonna work on it. Sally used a chat box instead of a voice communicator. Plus, she was using a program that swapped a number of characters for others. Infotainer, extract the translation key. Programmer, translate Sally's messages. Low City, select a dialect chat. Proceed to questions. Programmer, translate Sally's messages. I could have written a script turning her strange symbols back into normal letters, but I didn't want to attract the admin's attention. So I created a simple decoding table. Okay, that's the whole decoding table, which I'm not going to read aloud. Proceed to questions. She looked at me expectantly. Ask about her behavior. Ask about the orange folks' problem. Ask her if she needs help. Ask about harvest time. End the conversation. Ask about the orange folks' problem. I've heard the orange folks have got some problems. They're getting disconnected. Do you know anything about it? You ask me, and I ask you. Something people keep passing out lately, and all the progress, oh dear, goes to waste. Yes, there we go. People keep passing out lately, and all the progress goes to waste. Then we have to make up for it and work twice as hard. That's why I'm all hopped up. Oh boy. I had to analyze the chat to figure out what she wanted to tell me. Reply that she is glad, reply that she's hopped up, reply that she's scared, reply that she's muddled, reply that she's exhausted, reply that she's being watched. She said she's hopped up. She's hopped up. You're talking about fainting, accidents, and losing progress. You're getting hopped up to work faster. She nodded. All right. Ask about her behavior. Ask if she needs help. Try to translate Sally. Sleeves, tell her to talk normally. Ask about harvest time. End the conversation. Can I translate her so that I don't have to work my way through reading the leet? Wait a minute, what do I have in the codex? Oh, I have Sally in the codex. Oh, it's got Silly Sally's code in here. Well, hopefully I'll remember that for later if I need it. Try to translate her? I pondered how to translate her message. Extract the translation key with the infotainer? Peppered with flourishes, the cipher was typical of young school children. Let me recall how it went. Oh, well, okay, fine. Ask about her behavior? You're behaving a little odd. Your movements, I mean. How long have you been like this? How long? Dude, it feels like forever. I'm so woozy. That one was easy. That one was easy. Oh boy. We're talking something... We're talking something the 805. Oh boy. Okay, what was 8 again? B. Boss. The boss. 'Cause the boss says we need it. We're taking something because the boss says we need it. Last time, I managed to decipher her message. This time it should work too. Reply she's glad, reply she's hopped up, reply she's scared, reply she's muddled, reply she's exhausted, reply she's being watched. Oh, we're back to this again. She's still hopped up. You're saying you're hopped up? She knows my confusion and cracked up. That wasn't what I wanted. Let's try the Low City thing. Try to translate Sally. Suggested dialect chat. Low City, honey, I don't care much for that mumbo jumbo. How about we have a serious rap like true Low City homies? The girl rolled her eyes. Boring. You know what? Let's ask about harvest time. Are you having fun here? Fun? What kind of fun is this? Is that? Sorry. What kind of fun is that? Eck is always checking what we're doing. It's hard and dangerous work. What? I sighed. Replied she's glad, hopped up, scared, muddled, exhausted, watched. I see, your supervisor, Ack, is keeping an eye on you. She nodded vigorously. She pulled out a leather-bound notebook and handed it to me. It was a chat decoding program. I checked and installed it. LOL, I can see you're struggling a bit. It'll be easier this way. You're cool, you know? Oh, Lord. Girl. That's nice of you to say. How about I ask you a few more questions, then? Okie dokie, shoot. Ask why she plays, ask her name in Relium, ask how she's doing in the game, end the conversation. Why do you play? Why do you play Harvest Time? You gotta play because you gotta eat, gotta make a living. Everyone has to work. Well, except that bitch, but she's not my friend anymore. Ask if it's a job. Ask about her friend. Well, we know it's a job, so ask about her friend. Tell me more about that friend of yours. I had a friend named Camellia. We were besties for life. We made bracelets from bottle caps and we went to prohibited areas. That's Camellia again. We did everything together. I liked it when she combed my hair. Then the comb got misplaced or someone stole it. Maybe she took it? Ask about her friends in Relium. Confirm her suspicions. Sure, let's confirm her suspicions. I'm sure she stole it. So we're through, and everyone knows it. She can take that train to wherever. I'll always hate her, and I won't speak to her ever again. I've got her on my ignore list, that's for sure. I put everyone on there. Ack, too. I won't put you on it, though. You're cool. Alright. How you doing in the game? How's it going? I can see you're working hard and... Well, you gotta push. You gotta play. There must be progress. It's been going faster lately as we've got more speeders. Speeders make everything grow and drop faster, but you get tired for some reason. Ask about the speeders. Ask about her... Okay, ask about the speeders. Can you tell me more about those speeders? It's a sort of boost. Makes plants grow faster, and boxes drop faster. I mean, it doesn't happen faster. The world around you just slows down. Gee, I can't imagine why they're exhausted. Oops, I wasn't supposed to talk about it to anyone, so hush. Promise you won't say a word. Promise to keep it to yourself? Don't promise. You know what? Promise. I promise. I made a gesture of zipping my lips. Thanks. Love ya. Okay, ask about her name in Relium and the conversation. Let's ask her name. What's your name in Relium? Samantha. My folks came up with a stupid name. Borgia. Can you imagine? I don't think it's even a name. I was a laughingstock. So I got the fuck away. You ran away from home? You bet I did. If you're stuck with fucked up parents, what else can you do? And don't try to push me about it or I'll put you on my ignore list. She might be useful later, so I'm going to end the conversation here, instead of pressing her about her parents. That's all, Sally. Thank you. Okay. What about... Whoa, you. Bessie? Not now.
Oh, please, Stanley.
Guy!
Maybe I'll get lucky again if you're here.
The farmer was toiling away. He looked at me without stopping his work. Who are you? I'm a Gamedec. Stanley said you could help me. Oh, it's you. Fantastic. Hold on. I'm looting. Wow, it's the frilly dress of the Confederate general's wife. Type 7. Oh, sorry, not 7. Type 11. 12. Type 12. Can I read Roman numerals tonight? Apparently not. Type 12. With a spicy apple perfume and a 3-meter radius. Not a bad drop. Spicy apple? I guess you brought me luck. That will make up half my day's work. We can talk. Ask about loot boxes. Ask about disconnecting from the game. Watch Guy working. Ask about the orange folk. Leave. Let's ask about loot boxes. I'm new to the game. Tell me more about the loot boxes. Better ask Handy Joe, the bot by the station. He'll explain it better. You basically grow your crops, wait a little, click, and then sometimes a box pops out. There are goodies inside. From what he said, those boxes dropped very fast. Suspiciously fast. Asks if he uses boosts. Asks if he uses cheats. Do you use boosts? Do you use any boosts? What? I don't need any boosts. All it takes is skill and some luck. You, for one, are my lucky teddy bear. A bunny. Oh, there's a treasure chest. Let's see what's inside. Oh man, it's a carmine 2-fold draped mantilla with a 5-star renown bonus during the summer farmer fiesta. Oh, he is absolutely using cheats. Ask about the orange folk. What can you say about others from your organization? Heh, they're not as good as me. Well, maybe except for Jack, but he's like a machine, hardly ever leaves the game. He's completely off now, and you can't get through to him. He lives in La La Land because time runs differently for him. Another box, and inside, the Gravedigger's sturdy shovel with the accelerated parsley cultivation bonus. Ask about disconnecting from the game. Stanley said you get disconnected a lot. Has it happened to you? Not much. Almost never. Only when I'm really tired. But I take the right mix, and everything's fine. Ask about the mix. Ask if others get disconnected. Oh, ask about the mix. What kind of mix is that? Telemin, Vitatel, Strobo 5, protein, and vitamin and mineral supplements, and something for reinforcement. I can't remember the name. I could work with you all day. Another treasure chest, and in it, the Autumn Infinite Watering Can with the voice of the Golden Gorge stream. Ooh, watch Guy working? I stood and watched him work. Man, you really do bring me luck. My treasure is the Gravedigger's sturdy shovel with the accelerated parsley cultivation bonus. That's quite a lot. Could you give me a hand? I need to take my spoils to the fence in town. If you could help me, I would owe you one. A big one. Sure, let's agree to deliver his loot. All right, Guy, I'll help you. I need you to deliver this loot to the fence. Talk to the stall keeper, Fruity Betty, I mean. All clear? Ask why he won't go there personally. Talk about your payment. Ask about the fence's location. Why won't you go there personally? Why won't you go there yourself? I could, but time is money, friend, and I'm even losing it right now. Sorry, but that's the truth. I could be looting right now. Talk about payment? You need to remember that my time is really valuable, Guy. I don't work for free. Sure. What do you need? Gold coins? Or maybe a weapon? Say you want coins. Choose the weapon. Say you'll think about it. Say that you're looking for information. Oh yes, information. I'll want some information in return. Alright. Ask about the fence's location. Where can I find the fence? In the town on the hill. Black Rook used to do it, but Fruity Betty took over his business. Okay. Alright, I'll deliver them to Fruity Betty. You. Actually, first, I've had a lot of conversations. Let's save. I have a feeling that this is exhaustion. This is something exhaustion related.
Hey, buddy. Such a nice
Aha,
day.
gotcha.
You're disturbing the good people's fun.
The bored cowboy was chewing on a blade of grass. He wore an impeccably clean vest and shiny boots. Quite a sunny day, isn't it? You just want to stretch your legs and have a nap on the grass, don't you, friend? Ask about the weather, talk about the orange folk, sensory celebrity, present yourself, or leave. Ask about the weather. Isn't it a beautiful day, partner? It's always like this in harvest time. I'd love to lay down on the grass, but somebody's got to watch over these losers. But that's a cowboy's lot, watching over the cattle. Ask about the farmers he's supervising. Yes. Could you at least tell me who it is that you're watching and why? They're low city scum. They've got tasks they need to focus on, so don't bother them. They won't speak to you. I could explain how you're interfering with the delicate processes of specialized therapy, but you should be a sweetheart and leave. Therapy? Okay, stop doing that. Alright, origin, low city slums. All the workers come from the slums of low city. Okay, so they've got accelerated couches. There have been people faint and are logged off. They all come from low city. They all use freemium accounts with anonymizers. And they're being supervised. So they're not forced, they're employed to collect loot boxes. So I think I can scratch the middle two. Oh wait, they are forced to manipulate and collecting and selling loot. Okay. I'm leaning towards... It could be any of these three, that's the problem. I need more information. Ask about the farmer's health. Scalpel, ask about therapy. Sensory celebrity, present yourself. Ask about the farmer's health. I heard the orange folk experience pains, memory loss, speech difficulties, and... That's enough, friends. Slow down there. They pay me for supervising, so I supervise, okay? Now would you kindly get off this field? Continue? Hold on, we're having such a pleasant conversation. Let's talk some more. Thanks, partner. Have a nice day. Okay. What do we have here? Will rainbow tomato seeds from Spring Breeze be useful in a year? Should I toss them out? No dumb jokes. Farmer Klaus. Okay. And back in town. Betty?
Hello again.
Ask how to get to the public farms, buy some fruit, sell geese spoils, ask about the orange folk. Sell geese spoils. Hi Betty, I have a couple of items for sale. I'll take it all and pay you immediately. Transfer part of the money to your account, transfer everything to your account, transfer everything to the orange folks account. Let's not sour things with my clients yet. Let's send that to the orange folks account. I want you to wire the whole sum to the orange folks account. Sure thing, sweetheart. They've just received the money. Thank you, Betty. The pleasure's all mine. From now on, you're one of my regulars and a friend, sweetheart. Excellent, because I have some questions for you. Could you tell me anything about the Orange Folk? They're good clients, resourceful and exceptionally effective. They bring me wares, I sell them and transfer the money to their account. On the other hand, if you ask me my personal opinion, it wouldn't be as favorable. Change the subject, ask about her personal opinion, ask about their effectiveness.
Want to see my farm? I got the premium decoration pack.
Thank you, passerby, but I'm trying to have a more important conversation. Ask about their effectiveness. You sounded as if their resourcefulness and effectiveness were suspicious. Well, I'll just tell it like it is. One of the Orange Folk once said too much, and I found out they're using an illegal acceleration. I considered reporting them to the admins, but I don't have any solid proof. I should have asked her personal opinion. Darn it. Alright, thank you.
I need to log out, but there is so much to do.
Wait a minute, what's this? Well? Jumping down this well was certain death. I was sure to end up in the graveyard. Okay, what about... I will buy any number of artifacts from loot boxes. Find me near the strands in High Rock. Fruity Betty. Player resident?
What a fucking ripoff. I spent so much money on this shit.
Dirty scumbags. God, I hate them lousy freeloaders. Suggest a game of darts. Ask how to get to the Orange Folks' farms. Leave. Suggest a game of darts. It's a darts booth. How about a game? Don't fuck with me. That minigame was my favorite pastime in Harvest. I was the best. I got all the achievements. I beat everyone. No cheating. I was famous in all of Harvest. And you know what? The fucking devs screwed the game over with the latest patch because it wasn't making enough money, the greedy fuckers. Okay, how to get to the Orange Folks' farms? Could you show me the way to the Orange Folks' farms? Well, take that path along the rocks, then down the hill, and you'll see the farms. Please, they're not even farms anymore, just a couple of homesteads. Pathetic. Where's the great expanse, I'm asking? Where are the thousands of farms stretching to the fucking horizon? It used to be a fucking simulation of real life. A simulation. Ugh, I can't believe they fucked it all up. Ask who he's mad at? You're letting out a lot of frustration. Who are you pissed off at? What do you mean, who? All of them, from the corporate dicks milking this game, to the programmers and designers that came up with all the stupid simplifications, claiming they were player-requested. Everything that required any effort, physical or mental, has been simplified, eased, and minimized. All they care about is money. Infotainer, offer to smear the game, ask him why he still plays, or go. Let's ask him why he still plays. If you're so bitter, why do you keep playing? What else am I going to do? What am I going to play? I tried so many games, but hear him out? Suggest Void Stars. You know what? Hear him out. Yeah, but I always come back here. It's the only game I've really devoted myself to. All my life, every spare moment, every saved dime. I sacrificed my relationship, any chance of a good life. And those fucking pricks trashed the darts minigame. Fuck. The man took a couple of deep breaths, stood straight, and rubbed his dry forehead. He calmed down. Okay, I've simmered down. I'm out of here. Thanks for listening. You're a good fella. Okay. Gravedigger? man was leaning lazily against a headstone and stroking his belly. Say hello or leave. Okay, hi. Good morning. Nice day, isn't it? System message. Yeehaw, you're attempting to interact with the town profession Gravedigger. It is currently held by an inactive player. Player Gravedigger Hank is unavailable. Do you wish to report them for inactivity? Submit a report. Don't report them. Let's not. No, there's no need. System message. No report. We wish you a successful harvest. Yeehaw. Did I read this one? I will buy any number of artifacts from loot boxes. Find me near the strands and high rocks. Fruity Betty. Millie Moe?
Pretzel, my
What
precious.
a
Want some more
lovely day.
hay?
The cowgirl was tending to a horse and paid no attention to me. Pretzel, my precious, want some more hay? Morning, can I ask? Can't you see I'm talking to Pretzel? Ask about Pretzel, infotainer, chat her up, ignore her remark, or leave. Oh goody, it's a horse girl. You know what we do with horse girls? We ask them about their horse. Is Pretzel, He's my horsey. I'm tending to him now. Come back later. Well, that didn't work the way I'd hoped it would. Hi, I'm back.
Pretzel, my horsey.
The cowgirl looked at me and made a strange gesture with her hand. I'm sorry for the way I reacted before. Pretzel was confiding in me. What is it you wanted? Ask about the orange folk. Talk about horses. Leave. You know what? Let's talk about your horse. Let's talk about horses. They say you know a lot about horses. I'm considered an expert around here. I'm a decent rider, too. Horse secrets are a hobby of mine, you could say. For instance, who else knows that a hungry horse stamps its hoof 3 times? I know it from the game. Games are great educational systems. Did this girl actually believe what she was saying? It was nothing but nonsense. Don't enlighten her. Tell her how it really is. Well, you know what? I want points in analyticalness. I still need points in analyticalness. Will telling her how it really is give me analytical points? Tell her how it really is. Horses don't behave like this in Relium. Some designer had the idea to have the animals communicate hunger like this, and they put it in. The girl made a weird gesture with her hand. This game is my reality, get it? So I'm in the right. Sensory surgeon looked closer at Millie's gestures. Interesting. Ask about the orange folk? Do you know anything about a group called the Orange Folk? Don't know them, don't talk to them. Fruity Betty says they're drug addicts. I think she's right. They sure act like they're on drugs.
The weather's perfect. Just like
She
every other
hesitated,
day.
as if wanting to add something, or realizing that she'd said too much. Well, I don't have sensory surgeon, and I'm not going to take it, so I'm just going to go. It's time for me to go. Take care. The cowgirl gave me an awkward wave. Busted ATM.
I'm out of fucking order.
Oh boy. The banker turned out to be a hacked bot. His name had been altered and he had a dumb look on his face, and it was crawling with flies. He wasn't paying attention to me. Check the bot, withdraw the money, cheater, hack the bot, or leave. Check the bot. The bot had been hacked well. Any attempts to access its code would require a lot of work and was unlikely to go unnoticed. Past choices. As I was leaving, the banker's eyes and body came alive. A man transferred 1,000 gold coins to me. I heard a familiar voice. Take it, you might find a use for it. Hi, Digi! It's nice to see you. The Diginet took over the banker's body, animating it. It's nice to see you again. Oh, Digi, it's nice to see you too. Feels a little stalkery, but it's nice. Animals, ranches, growing crops, what a fascinating idea. I'll stay here a while. You like it here? Say it's a pleasant change. Say the game's trash. Say you have no interest in the game. I know which one I'm going to pick, but I want to see what deduction I came up with from that previous conversation first. Meds and stimulants. My employers are heavy med and stimulant users. Well, I've got one more thing, and then I'm going to have to make up my mind. It's a pleasant change. It's nice to see the sun and breathe in some flower-scented digital air. Makes for a pleasant change after the dark alleys of T&P. Anyway, I have a request. Can you help me with something? Of course. What can I do for you? Ask what she thinks about the game. Say goodbye. Ask what she's doing here. Ask about the orange folk. Oh. Oh, what could she have to say about the orange folk? Let's ask. I'm gathering information on farmers in orange outfits. Know anything about them? I've seen them. They work on public farms. They seem to be using some kind of speed boosting cheat. That's how they get more treasure chests. Clever, isn't it? Say goodbye. Ask what she's doing here. Ask what she thinks about the game. Sure, what do you think about the game, Digi? What do you think about this game? It's way bigger than it seems. It has hundreds of small towns like High Rock. Wealthy players have their own zones. I could go on and on. Pumpkins make a bell sound. Strawberries sing sweet melodies. The smell of horses has the color of gold. Touching wood tastes of coconut. I'm glad that you share my fascination with this world. Ask what she's doing here. Say goodbye. What are you doing here? What is your business in harvest time exactly? Sightseeing. Isn't that why you freed me? I'm visiting worlds that showcase nature first. Real nature, not fantasy or science fiction. All right. I'll get back to my investigation. Goodbye. Play nice. Bye. I don't play nice, but I appreciate the sentiment anyway. Oh, a system message appeared. Players have to be at least level 15 to access the saloon. Alright. Can't go upstairs. What about the guild house?
Howdy.
Oh, Poppy, you again. Yeehaw, this is the guild house. Access is for guild members only. You can meet experienced players here and discuss farming techniques. You can visit as soon as you have more harvest time under your belt. I'm going back to your farm. I'll be waiting for you there, anxiously. Poppy, Poppy why? Poppy what? We're having a meeting now. Come back later. Okay. I guess I still can't wake him up. Well, why not? Why don't I try? Wait a minute. Jolly Jumper? The animal's eyes were shut, and there was a small note floating above it. Charger, regenerative slumber. Please do not wake. I saw horses in a zoo once. I remember that they lay down to sleep. Horses don't sleep standing up. They take naps, but remain alert. A page with an encyclopedic entry on horses in this game fluttered in the air. As soon as I read it, it was gone. Okay. Hey, Ed. The old man was napping on a barrel. I could kick it or I can leave. Alright, off I go. Back to you, Guy, I guess? Let's see. Which one was Guy? Oh, yes, this one.
Don't be shy. Stay on my field.
Past choices. It contained a pricing list. Everything seems to be in order. I knew I could trust you. You said you wanted some information for the trouble, right? Or did you change your mind? Oh, I absolutely want assistance in the investigation. I could accept the coins, ask for the weapon, or ask for help in the investigation. I just got 1,000 coins. I don't need more. Let's... investigation. I'm trying to solve your problem, but I need more information. What's going on with you? We've got the same problem. We just play, eat, sleep, and repeat. I still have a grip on Relium, but the others are starting to lose it. We're growing more tired. Our heads are killing us. Our eyesight is getting blurry. I had to rescale the UI as I couldn't see the timers. Guy shrugged, but I'm not sure that will help you. Watch Guy working? I stood and watched him work. We keep talking, and here comes another treasure, and in it, a pair of fast-riding textile boots smudged with cow dung. Okay. Thank you. Okay, I'm leaving now. Alright. Was that the last deduction? Yes. All have similar symptoms. Memory problems, loss of spatial awareness, slurred speech, weakness, physical ailments. Everyone has the same symptoms. Something... It could be this. They suffer from side effects of pharmacological substances, stimulants, drugs, game pills, and the like. It could be someone else is pulling the strings. The orange folk use cheats and exploits. That's why the system kicks them from the game. It's not this one. It's not the system kicking them from the game. It's something associated with their own exhaustion. They're forced to collect loot boxes. The orange folk are either forced or manipulated into collecting and selling loot boxes, or they suffer from side effects. And I can't choose. Will anyone else talk to me? Okay, fine, I'll talk to you. You're the only one I haven't tried. Stop bothering me, lady. I need to work. I'm a Gamedec. I want to find a solution for your problem. I can't speak with you. I know that some people get disconnected. If you can do something about it, you'll have my gratitude. Ugh. Well, this is a very interesting dead end.
Want to see my farm? I got the premium decoration pack.
The gate open to a private farm. Come inside, don't come inside. Okay, go inside. Is there anything in here? Okay, let's get some cows.
Howdy.
Develop the farm. Like to develop my farm. I see that you have the required amount of coins. Would you like to make the purchase? Sure, let's buy it. I'll take it. Congrats, cowgirl. You've gathered 1,000 gold coins and now you can buy a cow. That's amazing. If you want the full bovine experience, get a premium account. Ask about the cow. Ask about the premium account. Say it's a scam. Ask about the premium account. How do I buy a premium account? Oh, that's very simple. You just need to purchase a monthly subscription. Oh, of course it is. You'll find the right form as well as our terms and conditions in your mailbox. Go pro today. By registering, one consents to a personal data processing. The game's account could also be linked to a SitHub account. I didn't want that. I'm here on official business, not for fun. I don't have time for this. Would you really pass up the chance to become a real farmer? Yes or no? Yes, I would pass up the chance. Past choices, yes. Are you sure? Right now you can get 50% off your first month. Yes, I'm fucking sure. Can I get a yeehaw? Tell her to fuck off, say yeehaw. Say yeehaw? Yeehaw? Right on. Develop your farm. Like, develop my farm. If you want the full bovine experience, get a premium account. Yeehaw. Okay, so she took the 1,000 and I don't get the cow. That's a scam. I gathered 1,000 gold coins and I want to get what's mine. How do you buy a premium account? I'm glad you asked, cowgirl. Stop. No, I didn't ask. Would you really pass up the chance to become a real farmer? We've had this conversation again. Yes, I would give up that chance. Are you sure? Right now you can... I'm sure. You know what? Fuck off. Right on. Leave. Okay, so she... That is a scam. Taking the 1,000 and not giving you the item, that is absolutely a scam. Leave the farm and possibly never come back. Okay, so I'm at an impasse. I need to come to a conclusion. The system is not kicking them from the game. That is not the problem. I'm gonna go with the abuse of the pharmacological substances. I think every single one of them is tweaked on something. So I'm gonna go for this one. I'm making my choices. The suspects. Oh boy. Okay. Tell Stanley what you've deducted. Do I have to toss myself off the plank again, or can I just jump down the well? Where was the well? Where was the well? I thought it was... Oh, there it is. Oh, I'm blind. I'm blind. I cannot see. Jumping down the well was certain death. I was sure to end up in the graveyard. Yep, that's the idea. It seemed prudent to go back to the graveyard and give Stanley a report on the investigation. I got an achievement for jumping down the well. Okay, I am back in the graveyard. And it's to tell Stanley, my primary client, exactly what it is I have deducted. Deduced? Deduced. Deducted is a different word entirely. To tell Stanley what I've deduced But I'm not going to do that right away, because it is after midnight, which is the end of my stream. So I will be saving here, and I will talk to Stanley next time I come back, next week. And we'll see what he has to say about my deduction, about his drug usage. These people are just working themselves to exhaustion, it seems. But that is a problem for next week at this point. So, for anyone who is wondering how I got to this point and what's been going on, the previous sessions are available on my YouTube channel, which I've just linked in the chat. All 3 of the previous sessions are there, including the unfortunate one from last week where I was completely silent, but all of the game text is there, so you can still follow what I'm doing, even if you don't get the explanation of why I did it, so I apologize for that part. It happens sometimes, and because I overwrite my saves, I couldn't exactly go back and replay it with my commentaries, so sorry. And I will be back again on Wednesday night at as close to 7 p.m. Eastern Time as we can get enough people together. I will be playing Among Us with a pack of my mostly local, mostly writer friends. We'll run around and murder each other, lie to each other, gaslight each other if we can, you know, just generally have a grand old time playing the most sus game on the internet. And that is definitely going to be a fun time on Wednesday night. Then I will be back again on Thursday night starting at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I will be playing Oxygen Not Included for Try Not to Die Thursday. I will be continuing to develop my colony and try to work my way towards the crude oil so that I can finally have some plastic to make my base a really nice place to live with bedrooms that I designed last time around. And generally just trying to keep my dupes as alive and as happy as I possibly can get them. And then Gamedec will be back again next Sunday night starting at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. I will be telling my client what conclusion I have come to for why he and the rest of his fellow employees keep getting logged off when they don't want to be. So that's probably going to turn into an argument of some sort somewhere along the line. Probably. So you should definitely tune in for that. So that is the upcoming week in my schedule. Tonight has been very interesting, although I'm going to have to admit that the grindy farm game was not very fun. The investigation is much more fun, and I'd like to do much more of that and much less of the grindy farm game. Oh please, oh please, oh please. So, I will be back again on Wednesday. I hope you all have a great night and a great few days. Good night.